Good afternoon, everyone. Allison Scoberg here, Consolidated Planning Group. We are happy to be with you here today, and we are excited to have all of our panelists here today. They have all come together from different organizations because their heart is similar in the fact that they all serve families and people with disabilities, and they've got a little story to share with you on each of them. So today's webinar is being recorded. Everybody is going to get a copy of today's slides and a link to the recording after the fact, so you don't have to take notes on everything that you see today, because you are going to get a copy of the slides and any links that are in those slides. All of our past recordings live on the Consolidated Planning Group YouTube channel after the fact. But the point of today's webinar is a panel, which every person, every panelist is going to have, 5 to 6 minutes to chat about their organization. They're going to share about who they are, where they're located, who they serve. Do they run year round or during the summer or after school? What do they, kind of what is the deal with their programming, where they're located, etc. So the point of this meeting is we're all busy, and what we do know for sure is everybody is always looking for next. What's next for my loved one? Where could they be challenged? Where could they grow? Where could they have community? And where could they be living their best life, right? And so these are options like post high school. We've called them, we were just talking about this earlier, we've called them transition programs. We've called them day habs. There's so many different words that we've called it. Then they started calling it ISS, and we were laughing about how when we were kids, ISS was bad in school suspension. So they kind of got rid of the word day hab and started calling it ISS a couple of years ago. But the bottom line is what we're talking about today is adult services in Texas for your loved one with a disability. So we're excited to have this information today. So Consolidated Planning Group, I'll be quick on this. First of all, if you've joined our webinars in the past, welcome back. We are glad that you're back with us. If this is your first time, Consolidated Planning Group is a holistic special needs financial planning firm. We're nationally certified as Social Security advisors, members of the Special Needs Planning Academy, chartered special needs consultants. I'm also a parent to 4 and 3 adults with disabilities. So we eat, sleep, and breathe this. This is what we do, okay? And so people come to us because they want to plan for their loved one. They want to know how and when to apply for public benefits and what to do when things have gone awry with that. How much money do we need to fund a special needs trust? Who's going to care for my child when I'm gone? What about residential services when I can no longer provide the caregiving services that I once did? We help with all of that. We help people understand how to retire and stay retired and still have enough money to fund a special needs trust and maybe college for the other kid and a wedding and the other things, because I know for a lot of people that feels pretty stressful thinking about all of those moving parts that come into the play. So we put lifetime care plans in place, protection plans. We do a lot of transition planning. We help set up ABLE accounts. We do the future care cost estimate. That's how much money do we need to fund a special needs trust. We're very, very well versed in state and federally funded benefits and the local resources, and we do a lot of advocacy by way of webinars and educating families. And so we at Consolidated Planning Group, we really do that as a public service, our webinars. It's not something that we get paid for. And it's really just my heart as a parent. I've always talked about how hard all of this is, and I know this stuff. And so that was the idea of the YouTube channel. I was part of Texas Partners in Policy Making several years ago, and that was my project, is to put together a program that could be an information highway to parents or caregivers of people with disabilities, that's going to provide them the tools and resources that they need to feel successful, or at least feel like they have what they need to take the next step, as opposed to feeling defeated. So we hope that that is beneficial to you. So having said that, welcome to everybody. We do invite you to put your questions in the chat box today. We do have a lot of people signed up for today's webinar. If you emailed your question in, we do have those. And so we're going to get to as many of those as we can. Each person's going to talk for 5 or 6 minutes. They're going to go over their information. They will put their contact information in the chat box after they talk. If you have a specific question for a specific, you know, place, then say, you know, this is for 29 acres. And then when they're not talking, then they will respond to your question when somebody else is talking. All right. So having said that, Allie, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here with us. And I'm going to let you take it away.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for having us here. 29 Acres is so excited. Well, for anyone who has not met me yet, I'm Allie McDaniel. I'm the recruitment specialist here at 29 Acres. So throughout any program y'all would ever be interested in joining, I would kind of be y'all's main contact with applications, informations, tours, even just like anything like that. I'm going to be your gal for that. So for y'all who haven't ever heard of 29 Acres, we are a evidence-based approach in our housing design and individualized support. So basically, we're a nonprofit organization that works with adults on the spectrum or in the neurodiverse community. And we service them in a ton of different ways. But if you kind of go under the umbrella, our main goals is to maximize our clients' independence and to help keep their life skills going, keep learning new things. You know, we always say here, goals don't die at 18. We want them to continue. And then we are in a very evidence-based approach. We still use BCBAs in our programs, and we still implement ABA therapies and ABA principles as well throughout all of our programs. So kind of the main 5 that we have here, we have My Living Community, a day program or an ISS program, Transition Academy, which is a college program. We have employment services, and we have our Howdy Homemade Ice Cream. So kind of quickly what all those are. Our Living Community is a residential program based out in Crossroads, Texas, which is 10 minutes from Denton. It is a long-term living community. You can see a photo in the top right-hand corner there. And we are able to support anyone on the spectrum here after the age of 18 years old. So this can be a long-term plan, short-term plan. We're able to help anyone on the spectrum or in any type of neurodiversities with anything. We have one-on-one support, group support, and completely independent as well. Mm-hmm. So if y'all ever have any questions about that, please let me know and we can deep dive into specifically what your journey would look like here at 29 Acres. For our day program, it is located in Farmers Branch, Texas. So 5 minutes from Dallas, Texas, very close by. It is a year-round program, and it is a kind of like a day hab, but we try to spend over 70% of our time off campus, really trying to be practicing all of our implementations in that naturalistic setting, helping them learn their life skills while they're in the community, vocational settings, social skills, all of that, but just keep growing and getting our loved ones to the next step of whatever that looks like for your parents. And then our Transition Academy program is a 2-year college program based at Texas Women's University. It is kind of like those big colleges y'all see with their programs, but what we focus on is really the life skills, vocational skills, how to manage all of that, how to find all those things, and help them prepare for when they're able to move on and graduate. What do those next steps look like? The last 6 months of this program, we focus on that and help the parents return them back like, hey, here's the game plan, here's it all laid out, versus here's what they've learned. You'll have time to figure it out again. We always want to leave y'all in a better spot. For employment services, we are providers of Texas Workforce Commission. We also are private pay on that side as well, but we help all over the DFW area with different either vocational services through job placement or job coaching. And then coming this December, if all construction goes well, we will be having Howdy by 29, our homemade ice cream. We have gone into the franchise. We're very proud of that. And we just want to keep giving all of our loved ones and everyone in the community an opportunity to have that vocational setting and to work. We really believe in that mission that everyone can work and find purpose. And so we will be having that, which we're really excited about. We're currently doing catering offers. So that's a quick rundown of all of our programs. Kind of answering a few questions just to make sure I'm on the same page. Locations. For the average cost, I will say every program is going to be different, and it is based off what your supportive services look like. So please contact me. We can talk individually about what your skill would look like, because literally no one's billing here looks the exact same because everything is individualized from what your program looks like, what your house would look like, what type of services you need, if you're on vacation, all that fun stuff. For the Medicaid waiver portion, we do accept HCS, Texas Home Living, and class at my living community. All other programs are private pay, except vocational. We do work with Texas Workforce Commission on that side, but those we do accept those Medicaid waivers. For Social Security, that is y'all's money. So if y'all, some people do decide to use that, whatever that looks like for y'all, just so y'all are aware. And all of our programs are year round. So they are constantly going on, they're constantly evolving. The only spot we have a wait list for is our living community. Every other program, we grow as the community grows with us. So we will be hiring more people, opening up more spots. If you have questions about what the wait list for my community looks like, please let me know. It is very different than a lot of other people's wait lists. And I can kind of help y'all figure all of that out. For transportation, we do have cars here on property where we take our clients to everything. So grocery stores, work experiences, anything like that, we provide transportation for. But you're also able to provide to bring your own car if you want to do your own transportation as well. Just want to make sure I hit everything real quick. Are there any particular disabilities behaviors? For if there are any particular disabilities or behaviors or anything, everything is reviewed case by case here. So I would say everything is reviewed by our BCBA board. We have long talks about that and work together with our team to see if there are anything, what type of behaviors we are able to accept or help out with. We do have clients here with behaviors, just so that is not a deterrent. Yes, that's our word. So stuff like that, just letting everyone know. And yeah, I tried to do it in 6 minutes, so I hope I did well.
I think you got an A plus, and probably everybody else going after yours, like, man, that was great. Anyway,
I try to be a fast talker. It pays off at some point.
yeah, yeah, you and me both. I have to slow myself down. I'm always going. So, the one question that we had in the chat box was the HCS waiver, and you did say that was one of the waivers that you did take, but most of the day programs are not waiver related. They're private pay, and then the waivers that you do take are for the residential portion of your location. Okay, and then I'm sorry, you probably said this. Where exactly are you located as well?
For the living community in Crossroads, Texas. So that's 5 minutes from Denton. My Transition Academy programs at TWU in Denton, day programs in Farmers Branch, Texas, and then employment services are all over the DFW area, as well as our catering for Howdy.
Okay, thank you for putting that out there, and thank you for the information on that. So Allie is going to put her contact information in the chat box. Everybody's going to get a copy of today's slides and the link to the recording. If you have any additional questions for Allie, put those in the chat box. She'll answer those as we move on to Brian, who is going to talk to us about Helping Hands. Thanks, Brian, for being here, and we look forward to hearing about Helping Hands.
Hi, Allison. Thanks so much for having me here as well. Let me just say first, I was coming from another meeting, so I jumped on here. I got here late. I'm having somewhat of a technical difficulty that I'll figure out in a few minutes. For some reason, I cannot get over to the chat. But actually, once I get done, so I want to make sure I hit everything. But once I get done, if you have any questions, I'm gonna figure out why I'm having a technical difficulty, and I will get to the questions that are in the chat. Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, if I've missed anything, just let me know what I missed. But I'm Brian Ruche. I'm actually the director of Helping Hands. We're located, so we actually have our main location is in San Antonio, Texas. We have a second location, which is in Bernie, which is just on the outskirts of San Antonio, about 20, 25 minutes from where our main location is. We are a ISS program that serves adults. Our program is open year round. Now during the summer, especially like right around this time, now we do have a lot of people that are looking for someone for their loved one just during the summer, and so we would offer just summer as well if someone needed that. We will take someone as young as 16. It's rare that we get many 16-year-olds. Most of the time it starts around 18. But we will take them as young as 16. And again, that part is really that's just for summer only. For the most part, most people start our program for the most part around 22 once they age out of either high school or if they're at some other alternative program they're at until they can, until they get to age 22. Um, we are our location in San Antonio is actually open. It's Monday through Friday. Our times for the most part like between 9 and 3, 8:30 to 3. We let them come a little early, but 9 and 3 for the most part. Our Bernie, Texas location. So they're only open 3 days a week, Tuesday through Thursday. But right now we're right in the middle of growing, and so we're hoping within the next month, our Bernie location will start opening on Mondays as well. So we open Monday through Thursday in Bernie, and Monday through Friday with our San Antonio location. Um, we teach life skills, job skills, socialization skills. Even if you were to go to our website, which I can put that in the chat later on, we try to give a pretty good picture of what a day would look like at our day program. Our biggest thing is that we're not a babysitting service. We want to make sure that we just want to make sure our motto is a place of family, love, and growth. We really mean the word family. We love these guys, but also we want to make sure our guys are growing as much as they can. What we found was, especially with older adults, their families are getting older, and so what they see is like they think, okay, where they are now, this is as good as it gets. Well, we ask families, hey, give us an opportunity to try to work with your loved one, and because we want to see them grow, and so that's really what our program is there for. We do a lot of off-campus things as well. Like we go to some of the area restaurants. Every other Thursday we do CC's and bowling, and so anyway, we offer a variety of several things. One of the things is both of our locations are housed at a church. Like the one in San Antonio, we're housed at a very large church. So a lot of one of the things that we're able to do that some places aren't able to do, we a lot of things we're able to do right here on campus. Even as far as volunteering, um, doing for we do certain things for the church, just volunteering. There are also some community things we do through the church as well. Our Bernie location, they are also housed at a church out there. So again, we some things that we do, even like certain job tasks, we'll do those things through the church. Also on that same note, so helping hands, and a lot of people kind of mix it up and think it's just a part of the special needs ministry at our church. It is somewhat, but Helping Hands is also its own separate entity now. As of like 2 years ago, we became a nonprofit. Um, so it's its own separate entity, but it's still a part of University Methodist Church, which is where our main location is housed. Let's see. As far as the cost of the program, we do accept certain waivers. We do waivers, and we do private pay. Um, so as far as the waivers, this is one of the things I want to say about the waivers. So yes, there are certain particular waivers that we accept, but anytime we have a parent call in, between myself and we have a billing coordinator, I always, even when I'm just talking to a parent, or even like if you ask me questions on here now, if you ask me a question like, okay, do you accept this particular waiver? Even if my answer is no, um, I tell all families, if you're offered some kind of funding, give us an opportunity because we would like to see, even if we're not currently accepting that, I'd like to find out why. Like for example, like we just got a new contract with a company that we were not accepting. And so again, we just always want to make sure we can help families however we can. And again, I not in every case we're not able to do that, but again, if it's something that we're not currently accepting, we still love to talk to you and see the possibility of us accepting that particular waiver that you have. Um, let's see. I don't know I can't get in the chat, so I want to make sure I hit every question. I don't want to be too long. I want to make sure I hit every question that's asked. Um, are there some particular things, Allison, I need to hit?
Do you have residential or plans for residential in the future? And this wasn't a question on my list, but like how many families do you serve or how many people do you have and do you have openings now?
Okay.
I think for a lot of families, that's what we want to know is like, do you have openings? Because it might be great that I want to come there, but if you have a 3-year waiting list, that's not doing anything for me right now. You know,
Great question. Yes. So we do have openings. So right now, with our San Antonio location, actually within the past month, we just increased our license because we were for the most part maxed out. But as of about 2 weeks ago, we actually again we increased our license, so we have more space available at our San Antonio location. Um, in our Bernie location right now, we probably only have one slot, and before the week is over, that slot may be gone. But we're planning to change that as well within the next month or less than a month, because we're actually about to, along with opening up an additional day in Bernie, we're actually opening up additional space out there. Like I said, we that's already in the making. We're just waiting on some final answers on that. And so, with that being said, yes, we will actually have availability at both locations. Now, the other thing about that is, so since the existence of our program, um, we had never, one of the things we found that a lot of families are looking for locations that will accept individuals that have toileting needs. We've kind of heard that's one of the main issues. So we've never accepted anyone with toileting needs until recently. So that's one of the areas that we just opened up that we will, it's case by case because we can't what we explain to families is we can't necessarily take someone that really needs a one-on-one because we found that sometimes even with funding a person may really need a one-on-one but don't get funding for that. Again, we want to meet with the family because if we can help you with that, we definitely want to, but yeah. So anyway, just yeah, we love to talk to you, even if your child needs toileting needs. We love to help you and talk about that.
so Brian, this is great information. I appreciate you sharing, and he's not seeing the chat box right now as far as the questions are concerned, but we will get all of the panelists the list of questions. So if they want to reach out directly to you after the
Sure.
fact, they can. So we definitely do appreciate that. And so before we move on to Donna with team abilities, I just want to say the just reiterate the whole point of this meeting today. It's kind of like a speed dating with each one
Mhm.
of these organizations and who they
Mhm.
are, where they're located, who they serve, how much they cost, et cetera, et cetera. And the point of that is within the course of an hour, you could determine, a handful of these that might be worth it to go check out their website and further schedule a tour or reach out to them directly and talk to them directly about your
Yeah.
specific loved one.
Mhm.
So I am an encourager of tours. I love tours. Tours are awesome. And what I love about them and that I've done over the years is like you can see yourself, your kid there or not there. Like you see the people, you talk to them, you feel it. You look around and you see the others that are there that are thriving and doing well and having community. And so to me, the websites are great. This is great. But where it's at is the tours. And then the other thing that I just wanted to encourage is a lot of these places, they either have a summer camp or they have a dip your toe in where you could come for a day or two to see how that
Mhm.
works out for your loved ones. So those are all options. You don't always have to jump in with both feet. You can kind of dip your toe in and see how that works. So having said that, I'm going to keep moving because we've got everybody else to talk about there, and we want to
Yes.
give the same amount of time. Thank you, Brian, for being here.
Thank
And
you.
Donna, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Allison. We appreciate being part of this panel discussion, and I'll go real quick through what we offer. We are Team Abilities. Team is an acronym for Together, Everyone Achieves More. abilities. And we've been serving the IDD community since 2016. So we're actually celebrating our 16-year anniversary this Thursday, and we will be doing tours. So right after I finish my chat here, I will send something on the chat with my direct cell phone number if you would like to tour this Thursday from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. We do serve the Spring Woodlands area. We are an HCS provider, so we do accept the HCS waiver. We also offer host home with Texas Home Living. For our day program, we do offer cash pay. It's $50 a day, and you can come as many or as few days as you want per week. So you're not locked into anything. So if you just want to match your days that you're attending, hey Najat, good to see you. If you want to match your attendance with a specific field trip, that's all great. We are year round. We're 24/7, 365. I think what our greatest value differentiator is from us and maybe other agencies is that we do accept all levels of need, all levels of support. And so that means those families who are desperately, sometimes you don't know the questions to ask until you are smack dab in the middle of trying to find services, and then you don't know, what's the first and next step. So for us, we do serve all levels of need, all levels of support. So if you have a child that has behaviors from property destruction to physical aggression to or to having medical needs, they need ostomy bags, tube feeding, sometimes even total care. We do have the staff for that. Our staff is highly trained, so you're getting an expertly trained staff that's going to be able to take care of those individuals with special needs that do need additional help. And so like, they were talking about, toileting. So we do offer toileting for our day program. Again, medical needs, medical disbursement through the day program, or of course through the residential program. But just seeing I guess the relief of some families when they come in, just to see their relief when we tell them that, hey, just be honest with us on what's going on with your child, because we're most likely, we are going to take them. We just need to know, everything about them.
Donna, I just want to pause for a second because you said something and you hit the nail right on the head. And we say this all the time. When you have a loved one that has less than ideal behaviors, or less than, what you would like for them to have as far as ability in the bathroom or things like that, it's a hard pill to swallow. It's not something as a parent that we want to share and disclose, and we don't like it, right? But
Right.
honesty is perfect, and it is what everybody needs, because everybody here, with all these organizations, they want to help you. And the thing is even if their organization is not a good organization or a fit for you, guess what? They know someone who is. Because
Exactly.
I know a lot of families feel defeated when they have kids that fall in those boxes. But being honest on the front end prevents the upset on the back end, because if we're not honest on the front end and then we work our way in, or we get in somewhere where we really don't belong, or they really can't serve our family member, then anyway, the rug ends up coming out from under. But who suffers the most is your loved one who doesn't handle well with change. So it's kind of how it goes. So thank you for saying that. I think it's so important. Back to you on that.
Absolutely. And even with behaviors. So, we all know redirection, and I mean, that's just, so overused really. But whenever somebody is acting out, our training is that we just ask them, what are you trying to tell us? What is it that you need? They're not going to be met with a staff person that says, stop that, go sit down, oh, they're not listening to us. No, that we're going to take the time to say, what are you trying to tell us? What are you trying to communicate? Because that's what establishes a safe and secure environment, and that's where your child is really going to thrive. And just speaking of giving parents relief, we do have 20 group homes in the Montgomery and Harris County area. and we do have our ISS program. What's really great is we have a no wait policy for our residential program. We know if you have waited 20 years to get your waiver, we're not going to ask you to wait another 3 or 6 months or 12 months to get into a residential program. We have the fortitude to be able to go out and get another residential home and to set that up so that we can accommodate your loved one. We try and not have parents wait any amount of time to get their services. So
I have a
we're
quick question on that. If I'm a parent and I have a home and I want to partner with you guys to create a group home under Team Abilities, do you guys do anything like that? And maybe that's
absolutely.
kind of a like right field out there, but I know a lot of
We
families are
explore all possibilities.
okay.
Absolutely, we will do that.
Okay.
Absolutely, we do, because we know that, sometimes parents just have their own way too. So, yeah, we absolutely will do that. Our current ISS program is in the Spring Woodlands area. We have a 3-acre campus. It's beautiful. We have a playground. So if you have someone that needs to STEM, especially those on the autism spectrum, if you have those at STEM, that we can take them outside, we can get them in the sunshine, we can get them into the playground. We do all types of activities. I'm trying to hurry, guys. I know we've had a couple of interruptions. So we do have a fleet of vans, so we're able to transport our team members to field trips. We go on field trips every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We also go out into the community where we establish those community patterns where they know us. So we have a relationship with the dollar store. We have a relationship with the library. We have a relationship with the fish gallery. So when we go in, they greet our team members by name. We're part of that community. So that's part of the ISS regulation, where you're taking someone out in the community, but then you're bringing them back, as to say, you don't really belong out there. You got to come back to this environment. So it helps us to integrate our team members so that they know that they belong, here and in the community. So that's really important to us. We do have trial days for both our residential program and our ISS program, free of charge. Come in, try us, see if it works. We do offer supported employment. And we are expert in the transition capabilities, where you're transitioning from high school to a day hab, because we do have a structured day. So it's just like high school. We do have life skills. We do have crafting. Our crafting is not color sheets, even though if you want to color, that's great. But otherwise, we're building things, bird feeders. We're doing things where that team member feels a sense of accomplishment. Um, and we do have a summer session coming up. So if you're a parent that's just looking for something during the summer, and maybe not a Monday through Friday, or if it is Monday through Friday, that's fine. We could definitely do that. I'm about to send my phone number. You're welcome to call or text me at any time. This Thursday, 5:30 to 7:30, we do have our open house, our 16-year anniversary. We will be doing tours. And then we have our summer session coming up. And then on June 5th, if you just want something fun to do, parents, we have a splash day. We are offering it to the entire IDD community. So I'm Donna with Team Abilities, always wearing a ball cap. So I'm easy to find and I'm easy to get hold of. And thank
Thank
you,
you.
Allison.
Thank you, Donna. That was awesome. So check out Team Abilities, do the tour, check out their website, call and reach out to Donna directly. I think there's some questions in the chat box for you, Donna. And if you'll put your
Perfect.
contact information in the chat box as well. I think I said that Reach Unlimited was before Reach Incorporated. So it looks to me like we're at Reach Incorporated. So if you would like to take it away, thank you for joining us today. It's kind of going ahead here. There we go. So we're all set for Reach.
Perfect. Hi, guys. I'm Jessie. I am our brand and communications manager here at Reach. So we serve adults with disabilities. And that's all disabilities. And it starts with youth transition. So our youth transition actually starts at age 14, and then that goes all the way to 22. And then after that is our adult programming. And so then there's no cap on that age range. But sorry, guys. But the youngest that we do serve would be starting at 14. So what we do and who we are a nonprofit center for independent living. So we have information and referral so we can help connect to other community resources like other, people that are here today. If there's certain questions or things that we don't provide. Advocacy. So if you're ever needing any help with advocacy with your landlord, your job, or just not sure know where to get started, you can come to us. We have been doing lots of advocacy. And then with the DAR, all the transportation stuff going on in DFW. We also have independent living skills. So that is going through money management, hygiene, peer support classes, which is connecting with other people with disabilities. So we have social events that we do. We have going out into the community. And then, like I said, our youth transition services along with senior transition services. So that would be out of senior living facilities into back into your home or back into a family member's home or stuff like that. So all of our offices are in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. So we have our Tarrant County, our Dallas, our Denton, and our Collin County is currently without a physical location, but we are still hosting things at the other libraries and just different people that we have partnerships with up here in the Metroplex.
I want to be clear. I have a couple of questions, and I actually had a client that talked to me about you guys and had a really great experience with you guys not that long ago. But I want to be clear in my understanding. So, like at first, like when I'm reading things, then I'm thinking like you're a referral service. I have an adult with a disability that's transitioning, and I come to you and I pay a service fee to you to find out what programming is available for my loved one and where they might be a good fit, and you're going to provide resources and referrals to me as it relates to things like that. That's one side of it, but then it sounds like you actually do have specific transition programs yourself for adults with disabilities. I just want to make sure I'm clear on
Yeah,
what you
no
provide.
worries. Yes. So to be clear, yes. So there are two different, we have information and referral, which is what you were just saying. And there's no cost for any of our fees or like anything with us. So you'll never be paying a fee unless there's a one-off situation for wheelchairs because we have a durable medical closet that we loan out equipment for people with disabilities that need it. So we have walkers and wheelchairs and incontinence supplies and all of those types of things as well in our offices that you can come in and pick up. But as far as information or referral, so yes, you can call us, and if you're needing help with figuring out where to go, what resource to find, we can help you find those resources. We can either email them to you, call them to you, whichever is easiest. And we do have office independent living skills classes that we offer in our offices and in the community. So it is both.
So
There
as
is
far as
no
your
cost.
information and referrals, is that basically for the greater DFW area, or is that actually all over the state of Texas for information and referral? I understand where your offices are as far as the other transition programs, but what about the information and referral all over the state?
Yeah, so as far as all over the state, we would definitely refer you, like, if we have the information, we're going to give it to you and we're going to help connect you. And if we don't have the proper information, there are maybe a different center for independent living that's closer. Like, I know there's one in San Antonio. So if we couldn't give you the information, we would connect them with the SIL that's in that local area, and then they would have all of those resources for those counties. It's just hard to keep up with it for everybody. But as far as outside of the Dallas Metroplex, yes, we would have the information to give you the county that covers your SIL. Does that make sense?
Sure. And we at CPG we do have a lot of resources for all over the state, not just in one particular area. and I know that whenever we have a webinar, we have people attending from all over, and a lot of times listening back from other states as well. So I just wanted to check in on that. So thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I know that I said that we're a Center for Independent Living, but that does not mean that we're a residential. We are office buildings. And so we have, like I had, like we were saying, we have classes that we have at our offices. So you can come in and go over independent living skills such as money management, or we have like our peer classes, where a therapist will come in and we'll do like group therapy sessions, or we'll meet at the community and go to the museum together, go to the mall together, all of those different types of things. So we like to fill the skill base and the social and building a community, full of people with disabilities. And that's any and all disabilities. There is no limitations on that. As far as attending our classes or camp or anything, it is that you have to be independent enough to go to the bathroom by yourself. If you are needing help with those things, you're absolutely allowed to have somebody come with you to to our offices to help care for your individual that needs those extra support services. And then we can help with like food and stuff and medications. But as far as like bathrooms and stuff, that is something that we do not do. But there is no like other qualifications or like things. And that's all as far as reach. If there's any questions and stuff, again, I will put my information. Oh, sorry. We are having our summer camp at our Tarrant County and our Dallas County offices. Again, that's for the youth transition age, so 14 to 22. If you have questions about that, feel free to email me or call our offices and they'd be happy to help you.
Thanks so much,
Thank
Jesse.
you.
We wanted to just say thank you for sharing all of that information. And again, I heard nice things about you guys recently, so thank
Awesome.
you for that. Okay, so I want to make sure that I didn't miss anything because I think I told you guys the wrong order. But anyway, my possibilities. Shelley, it's all you right now. So take it away and share with us about your organization.
Awesome. Thanks, Allison. Thanks for having us all here today. My name is Shelley Crowder. I'm the Chief Program Officer at My Possibilities. My Possibilities is a year-round, full-day multitude of programs that serve the IDD community. Starting actually was in some of our programs at age 14. We have pre-employment services, transition services for our youth starting at age 14, and then with our more traditional ISS programming starting at age 18. I'm really excited to share that we have 2 locations now. We are located in Plano, Texas, and also have a location in Irving, Texas now as of last summer, which is really awesome. We have lots of different programs at My Possibilities, so I'm just going to kind of run down what each of those are. Starting with our lifelong learning program. Our lifelong learning program is all about continuing education in whatever way that individual, that hipster, we call our guys and girls hipsters, wants to continue learning in their life, whatever way makes them feel like they're having a productive, fulfilled day. They get to pick their own schedules from a multitude of classes that we offer. We build those schedules, and then those change 3 times a year. So they're not just doing the same things all the time. There's some variety in their day and what their programming looks like. And it's driven by them. So lifelong learning, all about continuing education. We also have our employment innovation school that's all about vocational training, job placement, work experience, all of those kinds of hands-on learning, how to work and how to become employed through the Employment Innovation School. We also have another program called our Employee Network that we are partnering with our EIS program. And the Employee Network is really a group of employers and organizations, businesses that are coming together, saying that we want to provide employment to the IDD community. We're open to that. We want to make sure that everyone has an opportunity for employment. So we have started a program connecting employers with our hipsters within our Employment Innovation School to get jobs and help with job placement. So that's really exciting thing that's taken off in the last couple of years. We also have our Empower program that's launching in July that I'm really excited about. This is really providing MP the opportunity and the ability to provide services to individuals that have higher levels of support needs. So historically, where we were not able to serve individuals that needed feeding or toileting, where they had more complex medical needs, we are able to do that starting in July. So we have built out space for that. We're hiring and training staff as I speak in preparation to launch that program in July. So we are, as of July, able to serve that population as well. And I'm really excited about expanding those opportunities for the area. We are also a service provider we merged with an organization called Ability Connection Texas last summer. And through that merger, we now are a service provider, which means we also can support host home, like Donna was mentioned earlier. We are able to do that. We are able to help connect individuals with ISS day programming or other services that they may need. So that's really opened up our ability to serve in the community as well. Speaking of residential services, we do have residential in place. We currently have 4 group homes that we're operating, and we are opening another one in early 2027. So I'm excited about those opportunities as well. Beyond that, we have lots of respite activities that we do with our hipsters, lots of dances, soccer, Special Olympics, after hours outings into the community, all of those kinds of things. We do offer community-based instruction as well as a part of our lifelong learning program and our employment innovation school. All of those off-site opportunities are embedded into all of our programming, kind of no matter what side of programming you're participating in. Hipsters can take part in different types of programming. You can be in lifelong learning and take classes in the Employment Innovation School. That we are flexible with those options. We're currently serving about close to 600 across all of our programming, Donna, and growing. We do have space. We have openings in all of our programmings. There's no wait list, nothing's capped or anything like that. We continue to grow.
Shelley, I just want to say we
Yeah.
do have multiple families that are connected to MP and the various programs that you guys are doing. And the feedback we hear is that their loved ones are happy and
Oh, thanks.
they love MP. So, and I would say also an impressive tour. When you go there, and it kind of just, to me, it was just mind blowing. Like, it's just so awesome. Your campus is awesome. What you guys have built is awesome. And not saying that it was unexpected. I guess I didn't know what I expected or didn't expect, but I have to say I was kind of blown away. So go tour and definitely check out My Possibilities. Now, some of the folks that are on here, we've done an entire webinar about their organization where they took deeper dives into the various programs. So you might be able to find that on the Consolidated Planning Group YouTube channel. I know that we did that with My Possibilities. If anybody else is on here and we've done that, put that in the chat box and they can specifically look for that in the chat box. Shelley, did you have anything else that you wanted to share before we moved on to our next one?
Yeah, just that we accept Medicaid waiver, pretty much all the waivers we accept as funding sources. We also have private pay options, starting at about $320 a month up to about $1,000 if you're really coming full day, 5 days a week. And there was one more thing and it just blanked on me. Oh, I'll drop the link in the chat for tours. I do agree with what Allison is saying. I think a tour is the very best way to have a good understanding of probably all of our programs and if it's a good fit for your loved one. So I will drop the link in the chat for tours and my contact information.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Shelley, for being here. The next one that we have is choice living. So please share with us all about choice.
Hi, I am Dr. Scott with Choice Living Community, and I am the founder of this nonprofit that works with adults living with disabilities. We are a licensed ISS day program, whatever terminology that you want to use, and we subcontract with different provider agencies to accept the ISS and class Medicaid waivers. We work with all adults 18 and older with a diagnosed disability. The only thing that our program is not situated for is extreme aggressive behaviors. We are not established for that, but we do accept those that need toileting help or need help feeding. Our programs are very individualized per person as well. We work on vocational life and social skills development. Currently, our main campus is in Corpus Christi, but we are opening a second location on June 1st in Portland, Texas. We do have openings at both locations, and we do provide a summer program for middle and high school students that are on an IEP and need help with their goals and objectives so they don't have any regression. Um, our part-time program is Monday through Thursday from 8:30 to 3:30, and our full-time program is only in the Corpus location right now, Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 3:30. We have a bus that we use to take outings on. So if you see us tooling around town in our little bus, we do like going off campus to different things. I'm trying to think of what other, I can't get to the chat either, so I can't see all of your recommendations. We do encourage all of our families to take a tour. It's very important that you see what we're doing and how we're doing it and make sure that it's right for your loved one. Our future plans are to have a residential program here in the Corpus Christi area where we will have kind of like a little tiny house community um, that will allow your loved ones to live on campus, go to the day program, or go out and work part time. Part of our programming also offers job placement or job coaching, where we have a job coach who works with your loved one and works with, their strengths and their weaknesses, and then we help them try and find part time work and provide that job coaching opportunity. I don't know, Allison, if there was anything else in your little chat that I didn't hit. We do take the Medicaid waivers, and our private pay is $500 a month for part-time services, and we provide the meal, the lunch. So,
All very good information. We do have a few questions in the chat box.
okay.
And so you can just say if you guys do virtual tours, everybody that's here can say if you do virtual tours or not. I know a lot of places after COVID, they went to virtual tours. So it might be something that you can do a virtual tour first, and then if that goes well, then you can go and see it, live and in person. There are some other places that are not here today that do provide similar services in different areas. And it's on the top of my head. Somebody help me out. If I'm picturing the lady and the organization for Hempstead, it's not in Hempstead, but in and around, like it fits that area. So anybody that knows that, put that in that chat box. And then the one that I think of, Katy or Cypress area, I think of Reach Unlimited, not Reach Incorporated, but Reach Unlimited. And I don't think that they're here today to present, but I do know that they do have good programs. I do know that they have day programs. I do know that they have residential programs, and they do private pay, and they do Medicaid waivers. And I do have multiple clients that have had loved ones out at Reach Unlimited for years that are very pleased with their services as well. So I would say to check that out for sure. Dr. Scott, is there anything else that you wanted to share before we go on to our next one?
I don't think so. I think I hit all of your questions if I remember seeing them pop up.
And you know what I love about today is it's kind of all over the place. Like, we've got the greater Houston area, we've got the, Dallas area, we've heard from San Antonio, Corpus. That's good. There are resources out there. The more rural you get, the harder it becomes. But again, what I would say is these people know people. So even if their place, again, is not a great fit for you, then they may know people that would be a great fit for you. So here we got Bridgewood Farms, which is Conroe, Texas, the greater Houston area. Talk to us about Bridgewood Farms, Pam. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, I'm Pam with Bridgewood Farms. I'm subbing in for Randy, our executive director. Bridgewood Farms is a 60-acre facility, situated 15 minutes from Conroe and 15 minutes from Willis, so we're kind of snugly right in there in between. We service Spring, Woodlands, Huntsville, Willis. We do a few from New Waverly. We do a few from Montgomery as well. We do Medicaid waivers, both HCS, Texas Home Living, class. We also do offer private pay. We offer an array of classes. I think we are currently rotating through this trimester at 35 classes that we rotate through on a weekly basis. We also offer an array of outings, on-site activities, picnics, fishing classes, crafting classes, life skills, Girls Connect, classes of that nature. We do have residential. We have 4 host homes that sit on our 60 acres. At currently, they are full. That's the only thing we have waitlisted. Our day hab services are open for as many days or as little days that you need. Currently, right now, our private pay is $688 a month for 5 days a week. That roughly boils down to about $35 a day. Let's see. I was trying to answer all of your questions that you had. We do a little bit of higher need. What we cannot do are extreme behaviors. We are on 60 acres, so we are very open. We do have another program called The Grove. We have recently implemented that this year. That is for clients who might need a little more one-on-one. It's a 1-to-4 ratio. It's set in a more quiet, dimmer area for those that need to be away from the group a little bit, but still with a group, but a little bit quieter, more individualized, more helpful for one-on-one. Is there anything I'm missing? We are open year round. We do, if your loved one or member needs summertime care or day services, we offer summertime only if you want summertime. We do work with Willis ISD at this point in time. They have a young man that is transitioning. He rotates between school services and our day hab services at this point in time. Anything else? Am I missing anything?
No, I think that you did a great job. I mean, not everybody is here today. We have a lot of people that are here today as presenters. There are other areas. People are asking about Austin. We know that Marbridge is in Austin, and Manchaca is a residential living community. Brookwood does provide day services, which is in Fulshire outside of Katy, greater Houston area. So Brookwood. I mean, there are others that are maybe sometimes on our residential panel, but they also offer day services and camps and other things like that. But so any of the panelists that are here today that know about other places in Austin or some of the other areas that they mentioned, if you want to put them in, throw them in the chat box.
Okay.
There is no monopoly on great ideas. And so I think all families are looking for that fit and what's next, and that what I call community, friendship, community growth, and again, living their best life. So that's good. Thank you for sharing about Bridgewood Farms today. I appreciate
Yes,
that.
ma'am. Oh, and we do offer transportation. That is one thing I did
Oh yes,
forget.
that's a big thing, because a lot of them don't drive, and it's like,
Yes.
if you're going across multi-counties, if you're in Harris County and you're going to Fort Bend, or Harris County and you're going to Walker or wherever it is that you're going, then that transportation piece is definitely a piece.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to go a little bit over today, and if you attend our webinars, you know we usually don't go over, but this is too great of information to miss, and so I am going to turn this over to Eva to talk to us about the village centers. Thank you so much, Pam.
Thank you.
We can't hear you just yet.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
I didn't
If I had a
realize I
nickel
had
for every time I
muted.
do that daily, I'd be rich. So there
Let
you
me
go.
start over. I am Eva Aguirre, the Director of Programs at the Village Centers. With me also, I will leave also a few minutes for her to introduce. Our Village Works Academy is Kaya Washington. The Village Centers has served the Kingwood area for 25 years. We are outside of Greater Houston in the northeast sector of the county, Greater Houston area. The day program is one of our biggest programs. It is a licensed ISS program. We serve 124 adults, but on any given day, attendance can range from 70 to 89 or 90. Each person kind of makes their own schedule, what their choices are for the week. The village really focuses on developing the social skills for our adults, or their interpersonal skills, their community engagement. Community is a great big part of the day program. Also in the day program, we offer specialized services for our older adults that don't want to participate, as they say, with the loud people. They have their own kind of niche, their own schedule. We actually had two that quit the program and came back when they found out that we had specialized services for older adults. Our Thrive program specializes on the adults that need total care, and they have a much higher level of need, also a higher staff to villager ratio because of their specialties. We do not specialize and are not prepared to serve adults with intense behavioral needs. However, we currently have two, soon to be three, that are one-on-one, but their waiver program funding helps to fund that one-on-one care. So we do have some limited ability for those adults that have higher needs behaviorally, but in general, we do not. Our agency is also our NHCS provider. We have 5 group homes, currently 1 vacancy, and we are looking to expand that towards the end of the year to open up another group home. The day program rate, private pay is $40 a day or $800 a month if they come 5 days a week. And of course, we accept all the waiver programs, HCS, Texas Home Living, and CLASS. I do want to say the day program in and of itself is a highly interactive. We have basic computer classes. We have more advanced technology classes, cooking. We have chickens just recently added to our villagers' activities. We actually have a very focused Taekwondo class that takes place 4 days a week. Bloom Fitness comes in and we participate in that. So really try to incorporate all aspects of what we would want to see in our lives, which is friendships, physical fitness, community awareness and development, and advocacy. We have a group of 6 adults who take part in our village council members. They advocate for all the other villagers, bring forth ideas, recommendations. They do food drives, pet food drives, hosting a car wash. So we really want to get them as involved as adults as they wish to be. And we provide services, 18 plus services, transition services to 3 school districts, and hopefully soon to add a couple more. And behind everything that we do, as you see in our slide, is our core values: integrity, compassion, dignity, and possibility.
What are those three school districts that you provide services to?
Liberty, and Dayton.
I
Um,
cut out. I didn't hear the first one. Liberty, Dayton.
It's a small school district, kind of north of us,
Okay.
north, possibly northwest. They actually bring their students in every day, core students, not very many. Again, it's based on preference and what they're looking for. So they bring them in 4 days a week, and then they, like the regular school year, they break during summer. They send a liaison that works with them on their IEP, so we don't really have to handle that educational component. We provide more adult-based services, and we've seen just tremendous growth in these very young adults. And our
Awesome.
summer program is open for 16 plus. Normally our entire day program is 18 plus with no limit. We don't have specialized medical services outside of assisting with supervising self-medication. And I'm going to have Kaya buzz in if you don't mind, so she can talk about our Village Works Academy.
Awesome. Thank you, Miss Eva. I have an echo. Y'all hear an echo? No. Okay, maybe it's just me. Well, my name is Kaya Washington. I am our vocational manager for our transition service program. And just as Miss Eva mentioned, we are rolling out with our 18 plus transition service program for young adults. This will be totally person centered. So we're starting off with a summer cohort that we're so excited to be launching where they can come and experience career exploration. We're going to be doing simulated
The
work
echo is
environment.
bad. And maybe if you have a phone and a computer hooked up to the Zoom, if you can turn one off or mute the other, then it should be fine. I'm not sure. If you called in on your phone, like you're using the phone audio, then turn the video or the voice off of the computer. Or Eva, if you can just kind of dial in because it is kind of a bad echo.
Yeah, Allison, if you can put up the slide that we submitted for the Village Works Academy. Do you still have that? Yeah, there we go. Kaya, you're coming in very bad echo for some reason.
Okay.
So Village Works Academy, as Kaya was saying, is our new venture uh, to assist adults who are interested in work, trying to explore what that may look for them. It's going to be a very individualized setting, career exploration, self-advocacy, and work-based learning. Our goal is to partner with preferred employers in our community to assist both with internships and or employment. We will go, let's say some of these school districts that are a little bit far from us, we will go into the actual community of the student to try to create those employment options for them. And basically it's taking them through all steps of, how do you start looking for work, what's required for work, all the way to actual placement, job coaching, if that is something that they are interested in. And we're super excited about this, not only for the younger adults, but basically for our community at large. They don't necessarily have to be enrolled in the ISS program to receive these services. And we have various fee schedules set up. Haven't quite finalized everything yet, but we're really excited. We know employment is a big desire of our population and is trying to create those opportunities.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for all of our participants today that stayed on a little bit longer. Again, we never go over. So sorry for that, but this was too great of information to miss out on it. Everybody that signed up for today's webinar is going to get a copy of today's slides and a link to the recording. And all of those recordings live on the Consolidated Planning Group YouTube channel. And you see that little flower on the right-hand side of your screen. That's how when you search for YouTube for Consolidated Planning Group, you'll see that flower. You'll know that you have the right one, and you can subscribe to that for free. If you think this was great, There are other ones out there that we've done housing, we've done, residential, we've done creating your own shared housing, activities for individuals post high school. There's so many of these webinars, and that we never have enough time to have all of the providers on there. So you may see some different providers, and you can look back at those. These, as always, are things that we say to keep on your radar. We have webinars on every single one of these topics. There were some people that sent write-in questions. We didn't get to all of them. They wanted to know about Medicaid waivers. They wanted to know why their kid got denied for SSI and Medicaid. These are things that I can help you directly on, but also we have a deep dive Government Benefits 101 on our YouTube channel. Medicaid waivers, I think either this week or next week, we're doing a fresh Medicaid waivers webinar, but they all live on our YouTube channel for the past. And if there was a question that you had today that we didn't get to for a particular panelist, reach out to them directly. If there are other questions that you send into CPG that we didn't get to, reach out to us directly. We always offer free personalized consultations. This QR code will take you to that, where you can schedule a consultation with us directly to answer any additional questions that you have. When you meet with us, we want to learn more about you and the planning that you've done so far and what brings you to the meeting. And we're going to share a little bit more about us, who we are, how we work, and how we might be able to help you going forward. That is the whole point of that meeting. It's just kind of an introductory meeting. So having said that, I would just like to personally thank all of our panelists again for coming together. Everybody here is awesome, and I love everybody's heart and willing to share. This is a community that we all share. We all have a heart for. We've all learned a lot along the way. And so again, whether you heard from one place that might not be a good fit and other places that are, they all have ideas and referrals for you, even if their place is not a good fit for you. So be encouraged. Check it all out. Thank you, everyone. And we will partner with you guys again to do this again, because it is an ever evolving topic and a very much needed conversation that we're all looking for. So have a good one, everyone, and we'll catch up soon.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye
Thank
now.
you. Bye.